And there is going to be released today details by the federal government through the Ministry of Finance and, of course, in conjunction with the central bank, a initiative, a program starting today, 31st of October, and lasting 9 months that will allow people to bring in cash that is outside the banking system. So therefore, it is unsafe, it is unsecure, and it is outside of legal limits. They will be allowed without any, they will be allowed forbearance to bring those funds, dollars, to bring dollars cash. Let me emphasize once again, it is to bring dollars that they are holding outside the system to be able to bring them in and credit it to their bank accounts. And as long as it is not proceeds of crime, illicit money, there will be no taxes, there will be no penalty, there will be no taxes, there will be no questions. They just meet the normal know your customer criteria of banks, and they are free, and they have an opportunity to bring in those funds, make them safe, make them secure, and make them available through normal economic activity. And of course, we know, and I reported, that in terms of the direct benefit and direct help to the general public, of course, there was wage award at first, now there's the new minimum wage. There is direct transfers to the people on the social register that has been put together by all levels of government and is being verified. And so people are paid after they have been uniquely identified biometrically, and they are paid digitally through a bank account or mobile wallet. And those payments have been rolled out. We have reached 5 million households, 25 million Nigerians, and first and second payments are being made. And that process of having a robust social register where you can reach people directly and help them with payments that allow them to now choose what their priority is and go and then deal with that priority is something that will be ongoing. A society always needs to help its poorest and its most vulnerable, no matter, because relatively, you're always going to have people who need help. The consumer credit scheme to allow workers to be able to pay for things over time, to be able to afford various goods, including CNG kits, to convert their cars to a cheaper form of fuel. In the last 11 days, or in the last 5 days, I should say, 11,000 beneficiaries have received 3.5 billion naira. So that's an ongoing rollout of consumer credit to help people to make things more affordable to the worker. Of course, the student loan scheme has reached over 500,000 students, and it has disbursed over 90 billion naira. And that is to the students for their fees, to the institutions for the students' fees directly, and then to the students for their upkeep. So, and it's interest-free loan. So that, of course, is providing access to higher education to so many who otherwise would not afford it. And as I mentioned earlier, the CNG initiative to provide a cheaper source of fuel for fueling mass transit and even personal vehicles is ongoing. In addition to that, we all know that food is critical, and we all know about the increased cost of food at this particular time. And it's a question of affordability and availability, and it's all about supply. So there are two ways that is being confronted. First of all, we do have a short-term program for millers to bring in raw materials, brown rice in this instance, to be able to mill and sell. And we are watching, because it's going to be duty-free and levy-free the price will be lower, and we will monitor very carefully. It is millers who decide to enter the program that will be allowed to, and there will be criteria limiting. Of course, there will be a limit. The supply gap in rice, we believe, is about 2.5 million metric tons. So maybe half of that will be allowed to be filled by millers bringing in brown rice, raw material, and producing, so that there can be affordability and availability in the marketplace.